Hello all, hope you is goo. Welcome back to Switzerland for EU4. So, the plan is to take the remaining provinces that I'm able to take from the Ottomans. Oh, and to fight Nitra. I am not letting this opportunity go. We're going like this. Right, Nitra. Right, this is amazing. So, Nitra allied Croatia. Croatia are allies with Poland. I need to peace out Croatia, make them keep their alliance with Poland, and then I fight Croatia on truce so that Poland have a peace with me. Then I fight Poland, which will then also give me access to Lithuania, and then I can fight Lithuania and Poland all the way down and through to get into Russia. Then I can fight Russia. Now we got a plan. Now I got a true plan. For some reason the cost of these provinces has gone way up though. Have I got minus absolutism? I do. Reform supremacy of the Diet. Right, let's have a look. Let's fix some of this a little bit. Supremacy of the Diet. Let's change you. We can do this. This is fine. Presidential system, so I get institution embracement cost as well. Then, instead of new men, I might take the consolidated power. Let's take consolidated power because I'm able to pay off my stuff. And let's strengthen government a few times. Hey! We're up to 8 absolutism. So now instead of minus, I'm over that. For some reason though this is 46. It was saying 32 earlier. I still think that the absolutism has done some sort of effect. Oh well. Let's also get rid of the powers and clerical education. There you go. Annexation will remove itself. And the minute the Ottomans walk into their lands, I'm going to march some units back and deal with them. I'm not having any of this be unoccupied. Memmingen are in this war. Excellent. Also good news. I can just annex Memmingen. So this should be like one of the coalition. This should be the start of the coalition breakers, really. From the people that I'm going to be taking, etc. I need one of these to go to Trenchen. So yeah, from Croatia I take nothing. And then I start to fabricate a claim, so that when the Croatian truce is over, we then fight Poland. We've got some great nations that can come out of the coalition. I can totally get behind this. I'm still wanting to 100% Nitra here. So yeah, early when I said I'm not too sure if I'm going to worry about my absolutism, I absolutely am. Bear in mind though that I might immediately lose all the absolutism that I've just devved for. Not devved, sorry, strengthened government for, because my ruler is not young. My current syndic could do with a bit more pep in his step, you could say. Right, here come the Ottomans. Let's go deal with them. I'll send a detachment. Are you seriously going to keep your access through Poland, Lithuania? I'm more than happy to make use of it, you know. Have no fear. That is true, very true. And realistically, for this war, I only need like 1 or 2 merc companies. I'm just throwing everything in just to make it easy and convenient and wipe them out quickly. VM will no longer be the seat of a cardinal. Something to do with the birds didn't like to be on the perch. Right, that's a stack wipe. They're going to Bazal. Let's take them on. I don't care what kind of terrain Bazal is, even though it's farmlands. So it's nice and easy. Pop. Next. Nice. Out you go. Next stack. Man, I'm just swatting back the Ottomans. Hey, Ottomans, what about the relative strength of alliances again? What was that? That's another army truly severely damaged. They'll now take peace. Get out of here. Let's call this up. Yeah, the borders are going to have to look a little bit weird here because I can't take Escadra, but I'm doing the best I can with the situation, I promise. Let's call these up. All but one, apparently. Now let's send this over to deal with these. Excellent. So, when I integrate Champagne, I do have a claim on France to be able to declare war on them. I took my spy network off from Gelra, so I haven't made a claim. Really, it's Croatia I need to get ready on. So let's remove my diplomat. And just start immediately fabricating that claim, because that is the priority. I want to make sure I don't forget. I know me. I know me all too well. For I am the person who spends the most time with me. Right. Treasury, plus 592. Again, that's just because I took money from the Otto Derps. Right. That's all of the Balkans coring. What will Nitra be worth? The remainder of Nitra is 300 paper mana. Oh wait a second, and how much overextension? Okay. Just low enough to still be valid for being under overextension, unless I take Memmingen as well, which I kind of should do. So let's start whacking these extra nations out from the war, make things simple. Let's go Neumark. While the Teutons are sieging down Champagne, I cannot integrate them, which is a Champagne. We'll deal with this. Then these guys can come and attack into Koblenz. Well, I might have to come and reinforce this. I think I win anyway, but let's just yeah, they don't see the Merc values hidden in. So they're just like, yeah, we'll be able to reinforce and win. No, 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 no. That is not what's happening, my guy. Right, onto the Colonian lands. Colonies? Cologne lands? You know what I mean. However, this is winning. Croatia doing well. Respect, Croatia, you almost got me. But you didn't quite get me, so skill issue unlucky. L plus ratio. 502 units lost to stack wipe in Heidelberg. Excellent. I think, honestly, that was probably a province that I already dealt with all the morale and then they just retreated back to there and we just happened to catch him after a morale tick increase. Would be the most likely story. So, what do I do with 2k these days? I suppose more universities? Excellent. And let's summon the diet. No thanks, I'm not hungry. Florence. Get a trade depot. It's looking good. Also note that if I were using manpower, I currently gain 1k a month. I mean, that's very, very low, so it's a good thing that's not the case, huh? And wow, they actually managed to siege down Rathalos. That's kind of a shame. I kind of wanted to integrate them, you know? Let's go see if I can fix that. For now, Croatia, absolute white peace. I want as fine a truce as possible. And lose stability. Siege. Let's go with the siege ability then. Naples will no longer transfer to Switzerland. I couldn't care less. Or if you want to put it another way, I could definitely care more. We won the Siege of Neumark, meaning that I can remove the Teutons, which also would remove their Münster Condicheries. Of course, the province is still occupied by Nitra, but oh no, it's a Colonian Condicherry. I thought it was from Teutonic Order for some reason. And I know I just said that weird, it's because I was struggling on the name. I was going to say Teutons, and then I got stuck, and then thought I was going to say Teutonic Order, so I sort of just fumbled it. Don't question it. You know I'm skill issued. So let's try and de-siege the provinces for Champagne. I want to get back to annexing them while I still have the papal blessing on, please. That'd be most kind. Naples has entered the coalition. Why am I not surprised? Let's have a look as well. Manufactories I can't afford. That's fine. I think it's universities I need to build anyway. My workshops are still looking okay. Those provinces say they need to become cores, but weren't they already have? My god, Ottoman's built so little buildings here. Or they get destroyed when you take them, or whatever. Make of it what you will. Either way, there's not a lot there. Right, let's go take on the units in Intal. And foreign wisdom, thank you. A few extra points for a few extra prizes. You know how it is. And my provinces will core in May 1613. Okay. I have a year and, well, almost a year and, well, a year and 10 months. Like almost 2 years. It's fine. Let's de-siege Champagne. For I need to have all their provinces not under any occupation to be able to integrate them properly. And I should be able to win this despite the slight unit disadvantage. I have a high morale advantage and I think a tech advantage as well. So yeah. For ideas, I'm still determined that the next one's economic. And then 22 will be defensive. I want the extra defensiveness on my forts. I want the extra morale. I want the extra leader movement. The extra leader movement will actually be useful here. Transylvanian separatists. Go forth, Swiss Home Guard. Protect us from the vampires. Or in the words of Frankie Goes to Hollywood, keep the vampires from your door. Great song. Where are my Swiss Home Guard? They're there. Oh, they clearly just thought that they can take on the Cologne units, which is true. Nice win. And my other unit was there for the stack wipe. How coordinated. Right. Croatia is not in the Empire. So I can claim... Slavonia is 28 dev. I'll claim Slavonia before I claim their capital. Yeah, their capital's nearly half of the war score of Slavonia. Interestingly. Let's then take my diplomat out and put it into, say, I don't know, Poland? Who else is in this war, by the way? Cologne and Memmingen. Well, I think I want Memmingen for myself. I want to start plugging up the holes where appropriate. Let's put a diplomat into Poland. Because as mentioned, I'll fight Croatia, which brings in Poland. I can then take land from Poland or just white piece them. Then attack Poland, which also calls in Lithuania. Piece out Lithuania. And then I can just attack. I might end up doing the truce break thing, but honestly, as a republic, stab costs are rather expensive. Especially comparative to the last couple campaigns I've been playing, where it has been hella cheap. Through various reasons, such as papal points and stuff, and, you know, being a monarchy and various other things. Doesn't help that the Pope absolutely hates me this campaign, so I don't really earn papal points in anything other than conversions. Reap what you sow, I guess. I'm still happy to have been Catholic, I suppose. Like, it's a decent enough base religion. Like, it doesn't do much without its bonuses, but it's a religion of all time. So, 25% overextension is currently manageable. I didn't mean to click Constans, that was a skill issue. Memmingen are gone. Giving me another free city out of the way. And plugging up another hole for my name. Plugging up another hole for my goal. So, the truce with Nitra is 50 OE. We've got a unconditional surrender. I've got a year and a half until my current cause finish that I wanted to wait for. I can left my coalition. I don't really know why, but sure. I'm not going to say no. Now we got call for pizza. So it's going to be a year, March, April, May, June, July. So it's going to be 17 months, which will put me up to like, eventually being like 0.3. No, that'd just be up to 0.17 a month. So I'd be getting about 2.5 to 3 war exhaustion as a total from the 17 months, because it goes 0.01, 0.02, 0.03, 0.04, blah blah blah. And then you add up the totals. Yeah, maybe editing me can show what I mean. Maybe not though. I think editing me forgot to put in the Poltava clip for the France campaign, so yeah, I'll probably forget. Right, Nitra are 300 paper mana. Maybe I'll wait till I get 300 paper mana. Let's just see here. I can ride the war exhaustion wave. Actually, I don't mind. So Cologne won't give me anything, I think. I actually don't need them to do anything for me right now. I will eventually take their lands, but not till another war. However, they are being an inconvenience. Sieging up Champagne again. And I get even more professionalism. I'm now at 80%. Which is pretty damn good. And all my units here are just doing nothing, so let's just have them drill. Because why not, right? Not got anything else going, so may as well just get them on the drillage. The next plan is Croatia. I believe my truce with the Ottomans. Right, so the Ottoman truce is 1620. The France truce is 1616. The Croatia truce is also 1616. Ah. Well, Croatia's is first because it's March 1616. So get wrecked, France. Yours is after. I'm not going to give you back territory. Burgundy, go away. After I siege down Cologne itself, they'll piece me out. Right. Let's just get, I don't know, money and reps. Yeah, I had no one else in on the wall, so I got all the money. Excellent stuff. Let's now sit in, I don't know, Solnock and Pest, maybe? I'll wait for the... Do I wait for the thing? Yeah, whatever. Let's go for... Yeah, I think I might try waiting for the cause. The thing, by the way, when I said try for the thing, I meant waiting for the cause being the thing. I can pay down war exhaustion with bird mana. Because bird mana is being very seldom used right now. I can use it for deving, I can use it for reducing war exhaustion. Either are fine. In fact, let's make this official. Go down to 0 now. These guys will drill. Oh, sit there actually. Drill. Excellent. Now we're just gaining professionalism. Champagne are assisting with the de-sieging to let themselves be occupied or rather integrated into the nation sooner. Excellent. Cretan separatists in Adern. Cretan separatists? Really? That's an interesting one. Is it because they're Greek? Yeah, it's because it's Greek. That's all. On we go. So my truce, not my truce, my integration is 1613. So when I integrate Champagne, I'll then have my provinces called up from everywhere else. I.e. from Ottomans and from Memmingen. Well, the Memmingen one's a little bit further through, but honestly I'll have enough stuff reduced, I mean. So... I think I'm content with what I've done with my gov reforms now. Now I've made that change. Office selection. I'm still thinking it will be extended suffrage. We'll keep Nicholas von Hassel. I'm going to keep him around for as long as I possibly can. Not just because he's giving me absolutism, but also because he's got max stats. And there we go, 103.3% integration. Don't you love to see it? It's because my absolutism shot up from electing my dude again. But yeah, there you go. Welcome to the fold, Champagne. Let's statify the land. I'm not going to concentrate development. Let's do this. Marvellous. Don't worry about my war exhaustion. Also, I'm going to take a lot less war exhaustion than I anticipated, because Call for Peace actually went away when I pieced out Cologne, and then it reset itself a couple months later, if you didn't notice that one. I thought it was weird too, but it is what it is. It doesn't matter what the reason is. If it's saving me, like, effort, then I will accept the outcome. Yeah, we need to get you to do this. Marvellous. I might take the independent army as an extra merc company that can be on rebel patrol at some point. Could also be, say, the Gascon Musket Company or something like that. But oh, what's this? The Hessian Jaeger Corps. Oh, I want the Hessian Jaeger Corps like right yesterday. Here we go. Put me back over force limit without a care in the world. Back down to 40% overextension. Nitra is 48, so I'm under what I need. You know, under the cap. 90.3. We'll call this up. Perfectly planned. Also, I'm nearly back at my max gov cap now. When all is said and done. Looking fairly better. Of course, this isn't the final phase. This isn't even my final form. Now the plan is to wait until March 1616. And yes, Aachen did decide they want to be back in the coalition. I'm fine with that. My army maintenance has shot up because of the over force limit. And I've got a lot more forts. It's alright though, because as mentioned, I am working towards Tech 18. Get the economic ideas. I am slowly coring up my extra provinces. I have to be a little bit slower on it. Just because I do want to get the other stuff done. And such as. And such like. Or do I go defensive next, then economic? That would give me the extra morale, the fort maintenance reduction, and for policies, reduce morale damage received. I'm not looking at the AE impact part of that. Really doesn't matter when Saxony, for instance, have 710 aggressive expansion. Brunswick have 721. Remember really early back in the campaign when Brunswick were an ally of mine? Yeah, they hate me now. I think you'll find. What's this little 10k doing? That's when I integrated Champagne. Don't worry, I didn't use it at all. It didn't drill, it didn't move. If you want to say that the Merc only part of the campaign has been nullified, well, oops. But I don't count that. They weren't used for anything. They weren't in any battles. They literally didn't move. And I was trying to look for whatever army Champagne would have made, but I didn't spot them immediately, so I think we're fine. I know it's one of those I'm making up the rules, so it's on my... it's one of those, I have checked the events and I see nothing wrong. But I don't see anything wrong with what happened. Again, they weren't used. And I'll stop rambling for this episode. Let's move on to the next one. So, for now, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.